So a couple of days ago we had some really bad weather, and the smoker I used to cook the ribs that I was talking about got blown out in the yard. It tore up the bottom of it, which was plastic, kind of got broken up. So I had already repaired it quite a few times, and I've had it probably close to 8 years. And so I just decided that I didn't want to keep repairing it, so I decided to go ahead and get a new smoker. I was considering a pellet grill, and then in my search on the internet, I discovered that there's a new thing out. Not necessarily new, the technology, but new far as like consumer usage, I guess. There's some commercial gravity fed barbecue pits. They're very nice. Even considered getting one. And then I found this Masterbuilt. It's a Gravity Series 560, and I've seen a few videos on it. There's a couple of people that have some good videos on it, but you know, the more people and more experience that you have with it out there, the better off. So I'm going to get this. I've kind of got some of the pieces, the boxes out. I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of the pieces out and try to get it assembled. We'll assemble it and probably do our first light off on this video. So let's get going. Okay, got all the boxes out. And this thing is heavy. Alright, we're getting close. We just got to finish doing the little electrical on the stack. So, got 3 wires to connect to the pre-wired harness. Okay, so I got it all put together, got all the grates in, and we're just about ready to light it off. My battery died on the last few parts. Installing this, and what else? I think I was at the handle. Got the handle all done. Gotta cook off all of that oil that's in the unit. I've got some Royal Oak lump coal, and I'm gonna get started with that, see what happens. See a problem here. Don't put your face right over that like I did. A lot of this was just parts and pieces, so some of it fell in the pan. Alright, so I don't have the starter. I'm going to try a piece of cardboard just to see. And this royal oak is pretty fine, so it's falling right through the grate. Alright, so I was able to get it started. I just took like a piece of 2x4 that I had cut, just a little sliver, and stuck it in there in that little rack with my torch, and was able to get enough fire there to get the coals lit. It came right on up to 250. It didn't take no time once I got the fire lit. So if you had a tumbleweed or a little paraffin cube or whatever, it'd be really easy. So we're just going to let it cure. I think it was 60 minutes at this temperature. Okay, so it's been at 250 for about an hour, and now we're going to take it up to 400 for 30 minutes to finish the burn off. 405, 410. There's a lot of machining oil around some of the metal, and you can kind of smell that in the pit, in the smoke. So our gauge came up, it's showing barbecue, and we're at 410. I want to do another test. I got this little probe here. It's a little cheap Accurite. And what I'm going to do is stick it through and stick it inside and see the comparison. I heard that there was like a 20-degree, 50-degree difference between the inside probe and this probe. So we'll just see. I'm going to set it right here on the searing plate. See what happens. Alright, so you can see here we're at 375 on the thermometer, and let's see, what were we? 393. I'm not gonna kill them over that, but it looks like it's been steady, and it's just kind of locked in right there. Obviously either probe could have some error. Alright, so one thing I'm noticing about this is there is some ash up in here. So I don't know if it's the wind, because I did hear how this opening, the wind affects it a lot. Or is it just the draft, the fan blowing ash up here? So I could see how we're going to determine, how this works. Obviously you'd have ash on any kind of charcoal system, but with a forced draft you're likely to have more ash. You can see there was the oil that was on there. It's kind of burning off. So it's still at 400 degrees. I'm going to let it cool and wipe it all down again, get any residue off, and go back with cooking oil. But for me, I think this gap is a little too large. I just got some cooking oil. I'm just gonna wipe all the surfaces down. Gonna get a little seasoning. Almost bought an Oklahoma Joe Rider DLX pellet grill. And I'd been seeing these pop up, and it's like, what is all that contraption on the side? This heater over here. Coal stack. That looks weird. And so I decided to finally start looking at vertical or gravity feed smokers. And then that's when I saw this thing. It's like, for the price, it's not too bad. It's great to move around a pretty good bit. guess it's okay. We got a good coat of oil on everything, and we're ready to go again. Go ahead and try to light this off again. So after I wiped it all down with oil, all I did was stick the plates in there, the two, I guess, shut-off valves, if you will, into the side there. Shut it off, open it up. It was cool enough for me to touch. I wiped everything down on the inside, except for the main lower part, and put everything back in, as you just saw. And all I did was pull the valves out, the gates, and just turn the fan back on, and it lit right back off. I just turned it on, and now it looks like it's back at 230. Got 240 on this gauge that I just got stuck in the back. So I'm going to go ahead and bring it up to 350. Alright, we're going to do that for 30 minutes, and after that's done, it should be cooked, burn in. Alright, so that's the end of the break-in. That was our 30-minute timer. Right there. Got one more minute left. So the unit is broke in. I said I ran it for 2 hours total as of right now. I'm showing this probe is stuck in the back exhaust, and it's showing 362, and this one is showing 350, 349. Okay, so that's our 30 minutes. That's exactly what the manual said. So basically at this point we're ready to cook. And you can see it's burning clean. I don't have any wood or anything in here. I mean, it's hardly even putting off, any smoke. So if you didn't really want a strong smoke flavor, then I think this would really work well. It would give you some taste, some good taste, flavor, but not too strong. But if you decided that you wanted to smoke, then you could put some pellets. I can smell it, but I mean, it's burning super clean, and that's good. I just want to run it up to 700. I just want to see what it would do if I decided I wanted to bake or something. Okay, and it does roll around, so we're at 350. I just wanted to, you can't open the lid and look inside there. It's got the little shut off thing, but you can see it's getting with it right now. It is getting with it. You can see the embers flying in there. Alright, so we did overshoot a little bit. We went to 722. Again, I got it set at 700. And you can see that we're coming over here to the sear. I think it went to 730 on the thermocouple, and you can see the probe I've got plugged in, it's in error. Alright, so it went right to 700. Actually, it's over that. It's showing 742 right there, 747, so it did overshoot a little bit, but it got there really quick. So it says, I think it was 7 minutes, something like that. So it will do it. Again, just wanted to burn everything off, and if it's going to go there, that's even better. It's going to burn all any extra oil, any paint that needs to be cured. I'm probably not going to leave it here this long. Go ahead and start shutting it down. I may run it for about 10 minutes just to cook any oil that's in there off. Alright, so we're still at 700 degrees. You can see this is showing sear. I don't know, it's probably been here about 15-20 minutes. I don't have anything to put on here other than some roast that we've cooked in the oven. So I just figured I would see how the sear does on this at 700. So I'm going to open this lid. Okay, the fan did turn off. And it is hot. Whew. Yeah, 700. I believe it. Oh, listen to that. Oh, it smells good. Definitely didn't want to let this hot grill go to waste. Now it's starting to smell really good. So I didn't, obviously didn't cook this on here. This is a roast. And I'm just going to try it with the sear. Yeah. Now I kind of burn it just a little bit, but it definitely gives you that browning, that sear taste. So a little bit more testing with this. I think it's going to work out really good. I like how clean it burns. If you want just a light, really light smoke, just adding this on there for a few, I don't know, 3-4 minutes. I just want to see, kind of test it out, and I like it. So stay tuned. Maybe we'll get some wild pork on here in the near future. Thanks for watching.